Hey, how you doing, my friends? This is Solomon at Solomon's Ultimate Strategies, and today I'm going to give you a powerful concept. It wasn't until I realized, it wasn't until I realized, I learned this from Tony Robbins. And if you don't know, Tony Robbins is one of the greatest influential, inspirational leaders and speakers and teachers and coaches of all times. And I love to study his product because his words are inspirational and they'll have an empowering impact in your psychology. If you listen to his words, most important, if you do what he tells you to do. Very powerful individual who I respect and admire as a mentor and as a coach. And I remember going to his seminars and he talked about this. You know, I paid $5,000, $6,000, whatever the seminar cost during that time. I paid so much money to attend this seminar. And these strategies will teach you the psychological human needs, the 6 psychological human needs that once you're able to understand, you can have a dramatic impact in every area of your life. You see, whether it's in business, whether it's in friends, whether it's in your career, everyone goes through these 6 human needs. Everyone has these 6 human needs. And once you're able to understand them, then you'll be able to understand people's psychology, what they need to do, what they need not to do, so they can live a life of fulfillment. And not only about others, but also about yourself. You see, once you're able to understand these 6 human needs, your life, you will understand what makes you bored. You will understand what's making you unfulfilled. You'll understand why you're not happy in life, why you're not making money in life. Hold on, let me just, I think that's right. So once you understand these fundamental 6 human needs, then your psychology about what you need to do for yourself to become more fulfilled will be more enhanced, will be increased, will be, you'll know more about it. So the 6 human needs is a powerful concept. Tony was talking about how he was in the shower or whatever, and all of a sudden it was like eureka, you know? It was like all of a sudden he has this information and it's just coming through his brain. He got out of the shower, whatever. He didn't even dry himself out. He just went. He told his wife, "Give me a paper and pen, give me a paper." And then she gave him a picture. She's like, "What's going on?" And he just started writing all this stuff down. And it was like something, it was like information from somewhere. He didn't know where it came from. All he knew that this information was so powerful, so profound, he was just writing it down. And that's where he came with the 6 human needs and also the classes of experience. And the classes of experience, what's going to teach you is where you're at right now, how you feel right now, and what you need to do to change it. So you go from a class 2 experience to a class 1 experience. Once you're in a class 1 experience, then your level of happiness is just that much greater. Then your level of fulfillment is just that much greater. Because in all actuality, what we do in life, everything that we do in life is to do 2 things. Either to avoid pain or to gain pleasure, right? And then I'm going to teach you the classes of experience so that you will know exactly what you need to do to avoid pain and also to gain pleasure, so that you can implement it into your business, so that you can implement it into your life, so that you can create a more fulfilled life. Ultimately, you know, in these videos that I create every day, all right, the videos that I create every day is really to have an impact on, you know, I have thousands of people in my business. Thousands of people in my internet marketing business, and I use these videos to teach them both the psychological factors and also the marketing factors that they need to do so that they can either build a business, make money online, or so they can enhance the quality of their life. And that's why I create these videos. And this video is a profound, powerful concept, right? I didn't invent. Tony Robbins, he's the one that, this is the first time I read about it. It was through Tony Robbins. So, but once you're able to understand this, you can have a tremendous impact in the quality and the effectiveness of your business, in your own personal life, your professional life, in every aspect of your life. Okay? So the 6 human needs, all right? And none of the 6 human needs, none of these are in particular order. Okay? They're all of tremendous relevance. Now, the key is you want to satisfy all 6 human needs, because if you do not, you'll feel unfulfilled. Something will be missing. So these 6 human needs will help you to complete yourself, to complete your life, so that you can live a life of total fulfillment and of total happiness. Okay? All right, the first one is uncertainty. All right? Uncertainty. If you're living a life of uncertainty, right? You need to have uncertainty, variety in your life, right? Because if every day you go to work and you know exactly what to expect, you know exactly what to do, and it's going to be, what is that, Bueller's Day or whatever, you know, that movie where the guys just go to work every single day, having the same routine, doing the same things over and over again, and just living a bored life, right? Well, guess what? His life is unfulfilled because he needs variety, right? His life, he needs variety, but you need something to balance that, and that's certainty, right? So you have, on one hand, you need uncertainty, you need challenges, you need obstacles, you need things that just makes it different, because if you have too much variety, guess what? Now you'll be bored. And it's interesting because, and then on the other side of the spectrum, you need certainty, right? So the 2 human factors that's vitally important is both certainty and uncertainty. And you need to have that both. It's very important that you have that both in your life. Unfortunately, some people, because they have so much certainty, right? Like you'll have a lot of famous people, like Michael Jackson, for example, or Elvis Presley, right? They have so much certainty because they knew they were going to make money, they knew they were popular, they knew that they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, have whatever they want, right? They live luxuriously. So their life was so full of certainty. Unfortunately, they had no uncertainty. They had no variety, right? Because they were too certain about their life. And as a result, they used variety. They went elsewhere. Drugs, alcohol, they abused themselves. They did whatever they did to just create variety. You see, just because you have certainty, you can change that, and you can implement uncertainty not by doing bad things like drugs and alcohol and promiscuous sex or whatever the case may be, but you can do it in other ways, like traveling around the world, like spending time with your family, like, if your day is going to be busy, full of work, you know what? Create that uncertainty, a variety of factors. Take your family on a boat ride. Take your family on a cruise. Take your family on a dinner cruise, or take your family, do a trip around the city, or whatever. Go out, eat. So you got to fulfill yourself with a variety of things that it just comes because, you need to have those both opposites of the spectrum, right? Both certainty and uncertainty. If you're too certain, guess what? You're going to be bored, all right? And if you're too uncertain, guess what? That's when you're going to be confused, and you're going to feel insignificant. You're going to feel like, so too much of both certainty and uncertainty could lead you into a life of confusion, right? And then you'll ultimately be unfulfilled. And certainty, certainty is very important to have, because Tony Robbins, he gave the example where he was diagnosed with a pituitary gland issues, right? And basically his pituitary caused him to grow, and that's why he grows so fast. And there was a growth in his pituitary. And the doctors told him, this is a serious situation, and he was freaking out because his life was full of certain, but also it was full of uncertainty. But now he's certain that something could happen to him. That it could be this was a serious situation. Hold on, let me So this is a situation where now that's too much certainty could cause him to make the doctors do a surgery in his brain, right? And you gotta be careful with that, because what happened was the doctors told him that it implicated or imploded basically the pituitary, because he was so active, because he was doing so many things, it just basically blew up, right? Or it imploded, and that's how it healed itself, right? So it basically healed itself. But however, if he was too certain on what the doctors were saying, right, that could have had a tremendous impact, and then cause a surgery in his pituitary. I mean, right now, who knows how that his decision being too certain would affect his life, right? So being too certain and being too uncertain can have a drastic impact in life. The most important is to have balance, right? Significance. We all want significance in our life. Everyone. It's vitally important. We all want significance in our life. The question is, what are you doing on a daily basis to making you feel significant? And you can be significant in many ways. It's significant as a father, as a husband, as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter or son, as an entrepreneur. There's so many ways for you to be significant. As a military person, that's why I joined the Marine Corps, because that's one thing that I was missing in my life, is significance. And I felt like being a United States Marine and wearing that dress blues, that would give me a tremendous amount of significance, right? Significance is vitally important. Another one is the fourth human needs, right? Connection and love. My friends, I can go on forever about this, right? This is a whole new video just on it. Well, actually, all these 6 human needs are a whole new video, right? But I'm going really quick and not too in depth. But I just want you to get the point. Connection and love, right? This is vitally important for and connection and love. The most important person that you must be connected with, right? For you to enjoy all these 6 human needs is not your family, is not your friends. My friends, it's you. That's the most important connection that you must have, because your connection with yourself is your connection with others is a total reflection of your connection with yourself. The amount of love that you give out is only based upon the amount of love that you receive in, right? So it's vitally important that you understand that you must be connected with yourself in order for you to be connected to others. Connection and love is vitally important. Contribution. When I was stationed in London and in Tel Aviv, Israel, I wanted to, I knew, I didn't know, but all these have played vital important, but I knew something was missing. I had certainty, I had uncertainty because I was traveling around the world. I had certainty because I knew my job. I was significant because I was a United States Marine. I had connection and love because I always told myself I love myself, I was always finding a way to connect myself. And the best way to connect with yourself is by connecting to God, and call it whatever you want, but connect to an outside source that gives you the energy so that you could be fulfilled within. One of the things that was missing was contribution. And what was missing was I wasn't really contributing to society. At least that's what I thought. I was doing my job. So what I did was I did a lot of community service. And as a result, because of my contribution with community service, I was able to receive the Military Outstanding Volunteer Medal. Basically, I contributed over 500 community service hours within my community. I helped out the homeless in Tel Aviv. I helped out the handicapped in Israel. I helped out Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts in London. I did so many things, and I tell you, out of all the awards that I had I received in the military, by far the Military Outstanding Volunteer Medal is by far the most monumental, the most personal, the most important medal, the most precious medal that I received in the military, because I know that I contributed to the greater good. And that's what's vitally important. Growth. My friends, if you're not growing, you're dying. Cut and simple and short, right? Everything in life that's alive, if they're not growing, they're dying, right? A plant, if it's not growing, guess what? It's dying. I bought my wife beautiful roses for her birthday, right? A bouquet of roses. And because they were not grounded, because they were not flowers, and they were in a vase, right? In all actuality, they're not going to grow anymore, so most likely they're going to die, right? How many roses did you buy, have you bought, or received that just end up dying? Because they're not stable, they're not in the ground, they don't have any fertilization, they don't have any dirt, they don't have anything that's going to really build them up, that's going to really make them grow. So what happens? They end up dying. Human beings are the same way. If you don't grow, you die. Right? And growth is a part of life. And the way you grow is by studying, practicing, and teaching. Right? You study about life, you practice what you study, and you teach it. And that's exactly what I'm doing on these video programs, so that I study, I teach, right? I practice, I implement it, I understand these concepts that I'm teaching you. You know, don't be a hypocrite and just teach something when in fact you're having issues with yourself, you know? But, you know, so it's vitally important that you constantly grow, and the best form of growth is to succeed in life, to be fulfilled in life, is both professional and personal development, right? You need to grow yourself emotionally. You need to take total control of your emotions, because it's your emotions that controls, that affects, that influences, that persuades your mind to think, and it's your thoughts that causes you to take action, right? So it's vitally important. Growth. Professional and personal growth. Now I'm going to talk about the classes of experiences, right? And I'm going to go into deep the 6 human needs. I'm going to go into greater emphasis, right? So that you can better understand. But this will give you enough information for you to utilize today, right? So the classes of experience, right? Class 1, it feels good, it's good for you, it's good for others, and it serves the greater good. We all want to have this class 1 experience. The goal in life is to go, depending on what class you're in, you have to first determine what class you're in, right? What experience you're currently having. And these experiences are basically anything, right? My experience when I started internet marketing, at first, right? Usually you start out in class 2, right? Because in internet marketing, when I first started, it did not feel good, right? I knew it was good for me. I knew it was good for others, and I knew I was serving a greater good. But it was not good. It does not feel good because I had no clue what I was doing, right? So I had no clue what I was doing. So it's vitally important that you understand. And I knew that I need to go from a class 2 to a class 1. And a class 1 is basically, it feels good, it's good for me, it's good for others, and it serves the greater good. Class 3 says it feels good, it's not good for you, it's not good for others, and does not serve the greater good, right? And you can easily say, people who experience a class 3, some of those people are in drugs or alcohol, right? Because at that moment it feels good, but it's not going to be good for you. It's not going to serve the greater good, and it's definitely not going to be good for others, right? So, and then in class 4 is it doesn't feel good, it's not good for you, it's not good for others, and it does not serve the greater good. See, your life, in class 4, you want to avoid completely. If you're in a class 4, that's something that it's not even, you just want to ask yourself your question. Whatever you're doing, the experience that you're receiving, if it doesn't feel good, if it's not good for others, if it's not good for you, and if it doesn't serve the greater good, this is an experience that you just want to get rid of in your life, right? Because remember this, and this is a quote that I found. It says, You are going to live, right? You are going to live with the choices you made today for the next 50 years. And the choices you make today causes you to put you in a certain class of experience, right? Your goal in internet marketing or in your business or in your personal professional life, right, is to go from any of these classes to class 1. Ultimately, you want to experience a life that feels good, that's good for you, that's good for others, and that serves the greater good. Because once you're able to receive this class 1, once you're able to have this class 1 experience, guess what? You're fulfilling these 6 human needs, right? You're fulfilling these 6 human needs, right? In internet marketing, in business, when you first started a business, majority of the people, right, majority of people are in class 2 because they're not aware, they're not informed, they're not educated, they just don't know, right? And because they're not comfortable, or because they're not knowing, right, they have this level of too much of uncertainty, right? Too much of uncertainty because they don't know. It doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable. But you know that once you're understanding, once you know how to do internet marketing, right? Then you understand. Once you understand, you can start making money, and it'll be good for you. It'll be good for your family, for others, and it'll definitely serve the greater good, right? So that's it's a vital concept that you must understand, because the goal is go from a class 2 experience to a class 1 experience. You want to be able to, every experience that you have in life, you want it to make it feel good. You want it to be good for you. You want to be good for others. You want to be good for the greater. You want it to serve the greater good. And once you're able to experience that on a daily basis, this class 1 experience in every endeavor that you do, in every endeavor that you pursue, once you're able to experience this class 1, then you will achieve a life of fulfillment. Then you will achieve a life of success. Then you will feel a life of happiness. Right? Other than that, majority of the times we're focused and we're on class 2 and we're trying to move to class 1. My friends, these 6 human needs and the classes of experience will have such an incredible impact once you understand it. All you gotta do is just think about it and think about how these 6 human needs, how you can improve your life by understanding these 6 human needs, right? Uncertainty, variety, certainty or comfort, significance, connection or love, contribution and growth, right? And then of course you have the classes of experience. And the goal, especially when you first start internet marketing, the people on my team, the goal is to go from a class 2 experience to a class 1 experience. In the beginning, it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to feel good. But you know that's going to be good for you. It's good for your family. And it's good. It will serve the greater good, right? And in class 1, that's the ultimate experience that you want to live on a daily basis. You want to live a life where you know it feels good, it's good for you, it's good for others, and it will serve the greater good. My friends, today what I want you to do is focus on the 6 human needs, right? Step 1, focus on the 6 human needs. Understand the classes of experience. Turn your class 2 experience to class 1 experience, right? I want to make sure that you see it, right? Turn your class 2 experience to a class 1 experience. Number 2, click on the link below. Click on the link below. Receive my free newsletters, right? Join today. Join me today so you can receive my free newsletters, right? So I can teach you not only about, if you're not worrying about making money or whatever, that's fine, but at least you can understand, because I teach both on a psychological level and also on a business level. I teach marketing, to the nth degree, powerful marketing concepts, and I also teach powerful psychological concepts that will absolutely, totally revolutionize your life forever. So my recommendation, just join my team today, right? Join my team today. Click on the link below, and in that way you can start receiving my free newsletters, and you can start receiving updates, and you can start receiving these inspirational letters that will just have a profound impact in your life. And if you're thinking about joining a business, click on the link below. Join today. All right, join today, and my assistant will call you and make an appointment with me, and I will personally create, I would tailor a marketing plan specifically designed for you, right, so that you can achieve the income that you want, so I can help you achieve your goals and pursue your dreams, okay? So I want you to do that. Click on the link below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.